Good morning. Good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. Oh, excuse me. So, do you find book marketing overwhelming? Do you find it like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to be launching? I'm going, and you feel like a head with its chicken cut off? Well, listen into this episode because I'm going to give you 5 ways, stress-free ways you can market your book like a pro. Hi, my name is Carma Spence, and I help entrepreneurs write, publish, and market a book that builds their business. So, how can you relax about book marketing? I'm going to give you 5 tips. Tip number one, batch process. So, if you plan, okay, I'm going to step back here for a moment. If you want a stress-free book launch, I recommend before you click the button that starts the ball rolling to your book going live, plan out your launch and have all your assets ready and done. Then push the button to go because now you're all set up and it's just implement. Because if you're building and implementing at the same time, that causes a lot of stress. So, how do you do this? You just once you've got your plan, you know exactly what assets you need, take one day and batch create them. Create all the images for your social media, create all your emails. And you know what? You can do this all out of your head. You can. You can also hire a copywriter to do a lot of these assets. You can use templates to help you create them faster. And you can also use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, basic or QuickWrite to help you write a lot of this stuff in advance. Then you organize it in a file, a Google Doc, however, have it all ready to go. Then you push the start button and the pre-launch happens and then the launch happens and there you go. So that's my tip number one. Plan and batch create in advance. Tip number two, automate as many of the processes as you possibly can. So if you've got email marketing software, then upload all your email sequence and get them timed and ready to go so that you don't have to think about it. It's just gonna go. Get a service like Buffer or Hootsuite or Social Monials or one of the many other social media scheduling platforms, and you can also use the native some of these also have native scheduling features themselves. I know that Facebook does, I believe Twitter does. I think I've used it once or twice. LinkedIn, does, but basically, you batch created the content, now you can just once you know what your dates are, just schedule it so you're not thinking about it every day. So automate as much as you can. Step number 3 is focus on book marketing activities only 1 to 2 hours a day. Basically, you create a little this is your box of time that you're gonna focus on book marketing, and that way, the rest of the day, you can do whatever else you need to be doing. You know that you've done your book marketing task. Now, if you want to be really effective, especially during that first launch week, schedule 1 hour or a 1 half hour in the morning and then another in the evening so that you can be interacting with those people who are actively interacting with your content. Tip number 4, celebrate small wins along the way to keep you motivated. I know this isn't something that's actively marketing your book, but it is self-care. And self-care is important because it helps de-stress you. So celebrate. I batch created all my content. Celebration, celebration. Okay, let's get some of those little celebration things in here. Um, there it is. All right. No, it's not what I want. This is so I've batch created my content. Yeah, celebrate. I've scheduled all my content. Yay! Celebrate! I've clicked the button to start my launch. Yay! Celebrate! Celebrate what you can. Celebration is something that helps lift your energy so that you have more energy, you stay motivated, and there you go. So, and the last and fifth tip is create a documented marketing plan and checklist. That's probably should have been tip number 1. Oops. I do this in Excel. The reason why I do it in Excel is because I'll have one column which is the date I want something to be done. And sometimes I'll even program it so that every date in there is dependent on that first date. So all I have to do is switch out that first date and it repopulates new dates. Um, and then tasks and activities. And that way I can, once I've got the whole plan done, then I'll print out just what I need to focus on this week. And then just what I need to focus on the next week. And that way I'm less overwhelmed because I'm not thinking all the things I need to do. I'm just thinking about the things I need to do right now. And having that plan and that checklist is helpful. Another little quick tip for checklists, if you print them out, once you've completed a task, highlight it. Don't cross it out, highlight it. Why? Psychology here. When you cross something out, that's a negative action and it can actually have a physical reaction in your body that goes, ooh, ooh. Even though there's a part of you that's going, I've done it, I've crossed it out. When you highlight it, it's like you're celebrating it. I did this. I did this. And honestly, since I implemented that one tip, I can't remember who gave it to me. It was something I learned probably on a cassette. That's how long I've been doing it. It totally changed my world. I get things done better, I feel better about my list, and at the end of the day, when the whole list is all yellow or pink or blue or whatever highlight color I'm using, it feels so good. Feels so good, and it's very uplifting. So there you go. 5 tips to get your book marketing done in a more stress-free manner. I hope you enjoyed those, and on Friday, Fun Friday, I'm gonna be sharing 5 Jedi mind tricks for mastering the book marketing force. Stay tuned. This is the podcast you want to watch. This is Carma Spence saying ciao